got hit by a semi-truck tire.
His Corvette did too in the front.
Dude.
Well, it wasn't even a tire. He was driving behind a semi from Tennessee or something. Flew out, bro. Literally hit his dash, locked the brakes and his like seatbelt. He had to cut his seatbelt for it.
Mine, I was driving on the day.
This thing is nice. I love the white and black on Mustangs. It just looks so good, so natural.
It actually was using the front splitter this time. You can see where it's kind of bottom. The whole thing like fell off. I had to like jiggy rig it to get it to at least look like this.
Definitely one of my top favorite cars is the Mustang. Besides my Corvette, of course. But that's personal preference. Alright, good morning. Good evening, wherever you're at. Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a review on a 5.0 Mustang. And what year is this?
2020.
It's a 2020 GT. And we're going to ask him some questions about it. It's, as you can see, it's modified. So we're going to ask him what's done to it and what his plans for the car are. So yeah, we'll go ahead and start doing that. And then we'll see you guys at the end. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get started on the review on the Mustang here. First things first, what year is it? You said
It's a 2020.
2020, okay. And now, what made you get this car? Like,
So I had a 2016 5.0. It was a premium, fully loaded. At first, I had it full bolt-ons, the typical stuff, E85, and I actually got a good deal on a Pro Charger kit that I put on it, and it made 704 on pump gas, so 93 octane, and it ended up blowing number 8 out, and we rebuilt it. After that, it just never ran the same. I guess we weren't the best rebuilders of Coyote engines, but it ran good for a little bit. But you know, at 75,000 miles, it just felt like something was wrong. So I hit up my friend who works at a dealership, Ozark Ford. I'm not too sure if anyone wants to go get a good deal on a 10R80 Mustang like this one, but I would hit him up. He got me a really good deal on this. Couldn't say no. I think it was exactly, someone else asked me that, November 28th of 2019, no, 2020, I'm sorry, is when I bought this one.
okay. Now, what's like the top speed you would say on it?
I mean, the fastest that I've hit in it is 182.
182, that's not bad. Now, was that on stock or was that with?
No, that was with headers in E85.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what does it say on the dash? I'd reckon 180, 200.
No, it only says 160. The reason I knew it was 182 was I logged it, and I have an N gauge on there that actually tells me the speed.
Oh, okay.
But I wasn't really looking at that when I was going that fast. I'm only looking straight.
Right. That's understandable.
Looked at the log and I was like, holy crap, 182. Jesus. So.
Now, what upgrades have you done to it? I know you got obviously new rims.
Yeah, so this is the drag pack that's on. It's VMS Racing. You know, 305, 45, 17 in the rear, 28s up front. But I have the regular performance pack wheels that come with the car. That's if it's, you know, just driving around and if it's raining out, because you can't drive on these in the rain.
Right.
So this is this drag pack. It's dedicated race setup. Just sort of a blackout package little thing, like the 5.0 badges, a GT badge, GT 500 bumper. That's almost like every 5.0 owner wants to get is a GT 500 bumper. Put a nice little, I mean, wouldn't say custom badge on it, but it was a cool white black badge. I believe that's it. I mean, I wrapped the roof black. That's it for cosmetics. As far as performance mods, like I said, it's got headers in the E85. The tuning's done by Wingard Performance for the NA tune, and then I added 100 shot of nitrous to it, which Palm Beach Dyno tunes.
Okay.
For right now.
Do you mind showing us the bottle?
Yeah, absolutely. Goes right there, not hooked up. We just filled it up today, but I mean, that's obviously where we'll hook her up at. Just
Oh yeah, and you got this thing stripped
This
too.
thing's pretty stripped. I mean,
Yep.
it's really not anything crazy because the passenger seat, it's 4 bolts literally, and then a connector. These back seats, that's what's under the back seat when you take out the back seat. So it's nothing crazy, but all this was just clips. Boop. I mean, I could put this interior back in 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's
Nothing
pretty
crazy. I mean, there's people that, I mean, they'll do this. They'll start taking the dash and stuff apart. They'll start taking the pillar parts apart. Sway bars, front sway bar.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
have any of that. I'm not that crazy.
Yeah, I know my buddy. His was stripped, roof, dash,
I mean, that's
door panels.
It's still a daily car, so
Right,
I'm
right,
not gonna go that crazy. That's just something that takes no time. I just did it, and you know, it does get a lot of attention when you go to car meetings. And I'm like, oh my god, this thing's a tin can. It's still every bit of, I mean, I would say like 3,800 pounds. I would, maybe even more. I don't know, but one of these days I'll weigh it.
Now, now what upgrades do you want to do to it? Like the ones you were thinking about doing?
It's gonna be on this setup for a while.
Okay.
Only because what's great about it is I can run in a lot of different classes.
Right,
You know,
right.
being that it's NA or nitrous, all it is very simple. You just switch the tunes on the end gauge there, and it could be headers in 85 one moment, and then it takes like 10 minutes to switch tunes. Next thing you know, it's on 100 shot. Also, you can obviously go higher, lower with the shot of nitrous, but to be safe, it's on 100 shot. Luckily, it's a Coyote motor, so I mean, it can take a good beating, but nitrous can be if and. It's on a whole WinMax controller system, so it's the safe, dedicated route. But maybe one of these days it will go twin turbo. That's it.
Twin turbo, yeah.
Twin turbo is it. Maybe a root style blower, but you don't really like pro charging these cars or having a centrifugal setup. I don't know why, but it just doesn't act like it should without being a TVS blower. Or twin turbos is the most efficient way, I think.
Right.
At least.
Now, what would you say the horsepower on this car is from like stock to what you have now?
So I would say that I've never dynoed this car, never. Being that everybody has something like this with headers in the 85, I believe stock they make like 410 to 415 wheel. I mean, it can vary where you're at, but I believe that this car probably makes like 470, 480 NA with a 100 shot. Again, depending on the pressure of the bottle, stuff like that, it could make 600. I'm guessing 590 to 610 is in that range. I'd say on a 100 shot, I would think.
That's not bad on a 100 shot.
No, being it's a 10 speed, I mean, they're freaks. It's a cheat code almost.
Oh yeah, the 10 speeds, they just bang through gears like nothing. It's hard to keep up in a manual, especially for racing.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, what's some like pros and cons or things you would like change about the car, or what maybe something you don't like as much?
You know, when you tune these cars, at least, well, the tune, that's why I switch tunes, kind of. When you get tuned by some of the bigger guys like Lund or Palmy Steinel from them, driving it around, being that it's a 10 speed, when you're driving around like in the city and you're going into a lower gear, like to a stop sign, it tends to actually jerk itself in the lower gears. It likes to skip, like, I don't know, like a gear, and just, all of a sudden you just fall forward and you're like, Jesus. It's not all the time, but it's a good bit of the time. This tune, who will I mention again, is Wingard Performance. He's in Tennessee. It does not do that at all. It doesn't do it. It's great. I actually can leave it in the S mode, and I can just leave it at that. Usually with this car, you have to go from S to drive when you're roll racing, at least.
Right.
This I could literally leave in S, and that's it. It will shift through the gears, which is much more efficient. As far as what else I would change about it, I mean, that would be the only thing. Other than that, the car is great. Like I said, I mean, it's got a very nice, you know, stock motor in it that can hold a lot of power. The looks of it is very pleasing. I wouldn't say it's a muscle car at all. It's a sports car at best. The way they did at least the performance pack option with the little wing that a lot of people like.
Oh yeah, I love the wings on these things.
Yeah, I mean everything's very cheap. Like technically for this car, I came from a Camaro SS that I used to have. That was an 18. It was just so expensive for everything.
Yeah, like the body parts and
The body
bumpers,
parts, the performance mods, the tuning.
even the paint. Because I used to have a bunch of Fords, and the paint from Ford to Chevy is a big step up too.
Exactly. So it's an Oxford white. You know, it's nothing super crazy. I do like it because it's just the way I kind of modded it to have this little black and white accent package. I will be doing, like, maybe if someone says it in the comments or not, but I will be probably putting these black. I'll put the mirrors black, and I'm thinking about getting the wing black because I got the roof.
Yeah, I definitely think those black and the mirrors would make this thing.
Yeah, I think it'll just pop it more. I got the black badges. I got the black stuff in the bumper there. I think it'll make it a little. And
I'm definitely a fan of like the white and black because that's what my Mustang was for a while. It was white and black. And
yeah, it's very simple. It's nothing crazy.
It's simple and it still looks good and elegant.
Exactly.
So
it looks very sleek, and I'm definitely a fan of it. Honestly, I used to have a black car, and that was really crappy. Cleaning that thing. I mean, black looks so good when you clean it, but probably for 10 minutes, you know.
Oh yeah,
so.
definitely. I was gonna say I have a rock driveway, and I wash my Corvette, which is black, and I pull it out the driveway, and it's slinging dirt all over the side of it, making it dirty.
Yeah,
again.
I mean this is very dirty because where I was today, it had a little bit of puddles. You know, I was getting something. I got the bottle filled, and the place where it was at was just not the best road, so it was kind of muddy. So it's very dirty right now, but I mean we'll clean it. And next thing you know, we'll look as good as new, basically.
Oh yeah.
At least try to.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what you're gonna do with it.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to take it to the track. As far as nitrous goes, I don't know what it will run. It ran 11.5 at 2800 DA at OSW in Orlando. I believe it was around there, like 25 to 28, I would say. So really humid day, but all motor, just headers in 85 ran 11.5. I'll take it.
Yeah,
that was on a different tune though, not the guy that tunes it now. I was on a Palm Beach Dyno NA tune, so I think it might go a little bit quicker, but I'll probably just go back when it's a little bit cooler out.
Right, yeah.
It's just too hot now.
Well, yeah, well, thank you for letting us look at your car.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you don't mind, we're going to get a couple, I guess, startup on it, and then...
Let's start it from the outside.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, that beautiful feature of being an automatic. We do a lot of dig racing, as you can see that.
Oh yeah.
They're burnout marks. But, yeah, it's got JBA headers on it. It's a custom X pipe, I guess you could say. And then these are Corsa. I believe these are Touring. Corsa Sport or Corsa Touring mufflers. So it's not the loudest in the world, but we'll,
definitely a little bit louder from stock.
See if we can.
Oh yeah. Definitely has a good rumble to it. Good. All right, well, again, thank you for letting us review your car.
Yeah, absolutely, no problem.
If y'all would like, leave a comment in the description about the mirrors, about the, what are these, I guess, intakes.
Those are the vents, air vents.
Yep, the air vents, spoiler. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn the post notifications on for future videos. And we'll see you guys on the next one.